What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over a few pickups. Not all of them are video games or necessarily video game related, but they're all things that I feel that I wanted to share on my channel, and this is my channel, so I can do what I want. So I figured I'll show you guys a little bit of these things. The first one, my fiance actually showed me this. She was going to pick this up for me, but we actually found it, I believe, at GameStop, and so she told me, she's like, Mickey, you got to pick it up. And so it's this Joker figure. He's in like a robe. He's holding up a Joker card. He looks really cool. I'm a fan of this kind of a Joker look and art style. I'm excited for the new Joker comic that comes out this upcoming week. So I'm definitely going to pick that up when I go to the comic book store on Thursday. Up next, I have two amiibos. These are from the Mario 3D World, and they are going to be the cat versions of Peach and Mario. I really do like these a lot. At first, I wasn't going to pick up the Peach, but I was like, I got to pick it up. I mean, it only makes sense to have them both and have them next to each other and so on and so forth. I mean, like, I could honestly care less about Peach, but that also kind of defeats the purpose of the Mario games because you're supposed to go save Princess Peach in 99% of them. I mean, I'm sure there's I think one or two that are based around Peach saving Mario and stuff, but I think that was on the DS. I don't know. Anyways, most of the time he's saving Peach. We all get that point. Now I don't know if I previously shown this because I know when I originally got it, it had a bad battery, so it didn't like register any saves. So I had to go back and I had to. They actually put a new battery in it for me, so that was nice of them. And this is Pokemon Silver. I started up playing Pokemon Silver on here, and then I convinced a buddy of mine to get Pokemon Silver on the DS, on the 3DS, and so him and I are playing through Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold on the DS because it was like only $10 for both of us to get it each, and so we ended up doing that. So now we're going to be able to trade into different things like that I wasn't able to take advantage of back when I originally played this when I was younger. So very excited to get a Gengar and so on and so forth. Up next, I actually just picked this up from GameStop. I previously had this game, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. When a family video around me was closing, I went in there, I picked it up, and I played like two fights in it, and I was just like, eh. And I got rid of it, traded it in to GameStop, but it was the PlayStation 4 version. But I was like, oh, what the heck? I'll pick it up for the Xbox, see what it looks like, and how it plays, and just, give it another shot. I've been really into playing the Marvel vs. Capcom or just simply the fighting games. So I decided to give it another shot. I'm sure I'll enjoy it if I actually sit down and play with it. I was just bummed because out the gate you don't get access to Venom. I mean, you get like several of the popular characters. Like I like playing as the Hulk, Wolverine, and I believe both of them are in this game. But I like playing as Venom. In Venom, I believe is a DLC character. So that kind of upsets me a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. I might end up getting the DLC if it's cheap enough at some point, just so that I could play as Venom in there. Up next, I got this from a buddy of mine for a couple bucks. I used to have Mario Kart 7, and now I got Mario Kart 7 again. Back when I originally had my 3DS, I started buying a bunch of DS games, and then Switch was coming out, so I sold a bunch of my Switch or DS games. So now I'm going back through rebuying some of the ones that I've sold like a dummy, and I've learned from that. Up next, I've been playing a little bit of the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and so I decided I needed to pick up Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, and I'm excited to have this, and so I'm going to play that after I beat Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1, and then I'll end up playing 3. If I end up beating the game that I'm playing on there right now, which is Age of Calamity on my Switch, then I'll probably end up playing Ultimate Alliance 3 on there, whether or not I've beaten 1 and 2 of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. Either way, I think it's going to be a while because Age of Calamity is not a short game from my understanding. Um, Up next, Gears of War 2. This is actually one of my favorite games. When I was younger, I actually got the Steelbook Gears of War 2 from a buddy of mine. I think I gave him like $5 when the game was fairly new. Uh, he wanted $5 and I wanted the game because I liked it a lot. So this game's really good. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. This is actually in pretty decent shape. I wish I would or would be able to find the steelbook for it, but I'm sure that's going to be outrageous in price if somebody does have it because I unfortunately do not have my original steelbook that I got from my buddy. Um, Now this is something that is not officially mine yet, but my buddy and I am sure we're going to come to a term on it. He's been letting me look at it. And this is a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire strategy guide. No, I'm not much of a strategy guide person, but just to simply have it and say I have it and have it on a shelf is really cool. He ripped the map out of it when he got it, but I mean, I got 99% of everything else in it. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit beat up and worn, but I mean, it's paper, and I mean, I didn't expect him to, have it in perfect condition. Because I'm sure this was not just sitting on a shelf. I'm sure he was actually using it. So it is what it is. And so I think I'm going to pick it up. Him and I are going to probably eventually, like this week or something, discuss a price on it. But I'm excited to have that because I am playing through. I did beat Omega Ruby, and my fiance is playing Alpha Sapphire right now, and so that's something that's really cool to have. Uh, Up next is my fiance, bought me some little figure. That's a Venom figure. Thought it was really cool, really cute. Looks like a little baby, but it's Venom. That's just really cute. I like it a lot. I mean, little things like Joker and Harley Quinn that aren't actually comic books, video games, regular statues. I'm still all for it. Anything that has Wolverine as well, Joker, Wolverine, Venom. Those are like my favorite three characters. So I like just about anything that's with those. And she also got me because I'm a wrestling fan as well. WWF WrestleMania. I've actually never. No, I take that back. I played this when I was really young over at my grandpa's house, and it was my uncle DJ's NES. But this game is really old. I mean, obviously, it came out. Oh wow! I mean, just simply before I was even alive, before I was even thought of. I mean, shows how young I am. Up next is another wrestling game. I was excited to get it, and that is Hardcore ECW Revolution. Uh, I like several of the ECW wrestlers. I know a lot of people like ECW, like from the old days. Um, I kind of didn't really get into ECW until the whole like SmackDown or like Raw versus ECW and like all that kind of stuff that was going on. So that was really my introduction to ECW. I never really watched ECW growing up until that point when they started going at each other and Raw and ECW were beating the crap out of one another. That was really when I got introduced to ECW. And I didn't think it was really too bad. And I remember I believe it was like RVD versus John Cena match at like ECW One Night Stand was a big deal back when that happened. Whatever that was. I mean, let me know down in the comments if I was wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And then the last thing, she just got me this today. I've been reading a lot of the Absolute Carnage, Maximum Carnage, and stuff like that. So this is the Absolute Carnage pop figure that is bigger than the normal one. It says deluxe on it. But really cool. This is actually the cover of at least the giant book that covers all 5 of the mainline issues of Absolute Carnage. I believe this is also the cover of issue number 1 of the Absolute Carnage. I love Absolute Carnage, the run. I'm a big Venom fan, so Carnage is a child of Venom, and so I had to go and pick it up, or she ended up getting it for me. But thank you, Ann, for everything you picked up for me. And thank you, Eric. You're a buddy of mine that's been giving me or selling me a lot of things. So I appreciate both of you. Um, I'm going to probably do a impressions video, if not an impressions video, not even a review, a general discussion maybe over Death Stranding. I know it's, the game's been out for a while, but I was definitely a big person against Death Stranding. I thought that, it was literally just a walking simulator. I thought it was going to be boring. I thought, just walking back and forth was going to be nonsense and that it just wasn't going to be fun or interesting. And actually bought me the game, I believe, like for like Christmas this last year. And so I decided I was going to give it a chance. And we finally popped it in like a week ago. And I honestly haven't wanted to really put it down much. I love playing it. It's actually pretty enjoyable to me. I'll get more into that when I do that video. Let me know down in the comments if you think that I should talk over the game like this, or if I should do some voiceover over some gameplay, because if that is the case, then I'll obviously have to record some gameplay so that I can speak about it. I think that the second option is what I'll go with, but let me know if you guys have a preference. Would you rather just be looking at me the whole time, or would you rather be seeing gameplay of me talking about Death Stranding and my opinions on it? So without further ado, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day.